Hey guys, another day working on the Chevrolet Silverado straight axle project. Today we need to finish out the passenger side lower shock mount. Last night we got the driver side one cut out, and then today we're going to get the passenger side one cut out and then cut out some top plates to make them three-sided, strengthen them up a little bit, be a little bit better than the factory ones that were on there that were only two-sided. So we'll get those put on the truck, and then from there we'll be able to move on hooking up the steering rod that will connect the driver side and passenger knuckles, and then when the snap-on ball joint press gets here on Monday, we'll be able to put on the Weaver Fabrication modified 05 Super Duty knuckle, and then we can make the steering rod between the high steer arm and the steering box's pitman arm itself. And then from there we'll pull out our PSC hydraulic ram and get it mounted up on the steering rod. And yeah, we're pretty close to being able to take it onto a test drive after that. We just have to make brake lines, bleed them, and we'll be set to go take it for a test drive before we tear down the whole truck for powder coating. We would hate to do that if we would have to modify the steering rod or the pan hard bar or anything like that, for instance. So you want to make sure you do a test drive before you tear it down for powder, especially since, you know, we prototyped this Cougar House Fab lift kit. It's going to be its first maiden voyage, literally. So it's going to be pretty cool. We're excited about it, guys. But first, we got to get these rear shock mounts done. You know, we had to make these because of the lift blocks, right? So we're going to get those done. And then, man, you guys should see on the gram and on my Facebook, people complaining about welds. For one, Justin's welds. And how the lift blocks are CNC cut out. I mean, my competitors, El Bondo or Plan B Fab, make that kind of stuff all the time. They don't get flack from people. And give Justin some slack on his welds. They'll get better. He's been welding since 2004, and he, you know, since we were teenagers. But he's been doing cement work for the past couple of years. So it's got to, you guys give him a couple weeks to fall back into his groove, and his welds are going to look much better. And it's not like they're weak or anything. They're strong. There's nothing wrong with them. They just don't look beautiful like, say, Brandon's welds or Chase's welds. But since, you know, Brandon quit and then Chase is out of here and James is out of here, now with Justin we're able to move forward and grow the company from here, build more parts, fabricate more things, be able to start getting internet orders done, fabricating, you know, lift kits and traction bar kits and shock mounts, shock towers, whatever you guys want. Get those all fabricated and shipped out and start doing our internet orders, getting them a lot more seriously done and getting a lot more of them. So we're going to keep working on that, making more effort towards it, but you just got to give him a couple weeks here. He'll get into his groove, and he's going to spend a few mornings just sitting at the welding table practicing on cutouts. So he'll get really good here. You guys watch. And then we're also trying to cut out parts for the red 5th Gen 4Runner soon. Don't worry, guys. I know it's been a year. Facebook reminded me that I tore it apart. But we've been getting, you know, these customer builds done. You know, we got the Silverado here, we got the Lexus, and we got the Duramax. So we're very, very busy, but we'll get to it. And then also an update on Project Sacrilege is we're getting my friend Joe is going to come over. He's Cummins certified and international certified, like for the Ford Power Strokes. So he's the exact guy we need over here to help us wire that transmission in. And he's going to come over in mid-July and help us get that wired up. So we'll be able to get Project Sacrilege back on track. That's literally been the only thing preventing that truck from continuing getting worked on. We want that transmission to be wired so we can do its new trans tunnel, finish some steering things, make brake lines for it, and then we can take it for a drive. I mean, we've been working on that truck 4 years now, so that'll be cool to be able to get that ball rolling back on that, and the 5th generation 2017 4Runner that I've been paying car payments on. So in the next episode here, guys, we'll move on to those parts, but from here we got a lot of work to do, and let's get these shock mounts made. Let's do it.
Step on the land, I've got your hand, and now we're way down, fade out low. Was it your a.m. I've got your hand, and now we're way down, fade out. No, was it your plan? Can't understand. I love the air you bring, everything. I'm in the sun, a fire is burning. You tell me to hold on tight. I wish that we could stay here forever. I wanna remember. Oh, the sight of you brings the fight in me, makes me wanna move. Fingers down your spine, looking in my eyes, feel your hands on mine. Tonight we're freer than ever. I wanna remember. Oh, we run every endeavor. I wanna
Alright guys, all finished up with those Cougar House Fab shock mounts. It's a little bit of a struggle getting the table to cut out right. It kept fighting us. We would cut out the C and the H in the program, and then it would cut out the perimeter and drop it in there. It happened like 6 times to us. I don't know what was happening, but we ended up just saving it and restarting the computer, and then it would do the toolpath sequence correctly. So we got those on there and done. And then Justin's really working hard on his welds, like I was saying at the beginning of the video. Cut him some slack. They'll be really good here in the next few weeks. He's been welding since 2004, so he's just got to get back into his groove. And those welds and those shock mounts are perfectly strong. One of them he's actually going to grind off completely and relay a weld on off camera here, because nobody wants to see him do that, right? But from there, guys, we'll move on to hooking up the PSC power steering kit. We got the reservoir here on the bench, and then its rams in the back of the truck. We'll get that all pulled out in the next episode and put on the front of the truck. So that'll be a power steering PSC install video. And then from there, we just need to make the steering rod, like I was saying, and make some brake lines for it. We have to get some made at Capital Industrial up here in Olympia that are Chevrolet on one end and Ford on the other end for the Super Duty axle. So until then, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for your constant support as always. You know, and if you guys want notifications, remember to hit the bell up there, so that way when I upload a fresh video, you know. And then if you guys like Cougar House Garage and you like what we do, check us out on our website, our Facebook, and our Instagram, guys. We are Cougar House Garage on all 3 of those. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching today. We'll see you tomorrow.